The Democratic Alliance says the EFF and ActionSA support was not solicited and comes with no favours. The party has given an update on developments at yesterday's council meetings, where the DA's Pule Letshwiti was elected as the new Johannesburg mayor. Our reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones is on the story and joins us now for an update. Pule, good morning. Very interesting developments yesterday, both in Johannesburg and Ekurhuleni. Perhaps to start with Ekurhuleni. What has been Mzwandile Masinas' reaction? I know what we saw on Twitter, but what honestly has been his reaction to this?
Right. I mean, it's quite clear as to how Julius Malema has also reacted, saying that along the lines of, I'm busy preparing for umsebenzi endlini, like he's for something related to family matters. I don't know what's going on. This was yesterday, 15 hours ago. And in the morning, he just tweets by saying, words of encouragement and strength to my brother Mzwandile Masina, your collateral damage. I mean, these are two allies who are very close, and they are, of course, friends, like Mzwandile Masina has mentioned before. But a very special hint on the tweet as well, saying that special greetings to the people of Tshwane. Now, we understand that today is, of course, the council session that's taking place in the city of Tshwane, where my colleague Govan is and watching that story. So we could be seeing a lot of interest as well that's brewing from that council. We understand that yesterday we were told that the EFF, Freedom Front Plus, and of course the EFF and ActionSA voted for Tanya Campbell as a Ekurhuleni mayor. Subsequent to that, that was the same pattern that also transpired in Joburg, where we saw Dr. Pule Letshwiti being elected as mayor. But very crucially as well, what is important are some of the sentiments around what the ActionSA's leader, Herman Mashaba, said, saying, if you come through us, you have to come through the EFF. So we're coming as a collective bargain, which the DA has said that, look, well, thank you very much, we are in power now, but we do not owe you any favors. We're not soliciting any favors, because they've made it quite clear that they're not working, or rather will not work with the EFF or the ANC.
But having listened to at least the briefing now from John Steenhuisen, and he says they are looking to, in fact, reach out to some of these political parties, because we can't deny, Pule, that this would then be a very fragile government. It's 2016 all over again if there are no agreements in place.
Well, this is a numbers game. It comes also to sober minds. What's also important here is what other demands that will be tabled. You remember that Julius Malema did say that they had a set of demands that they wanted the ANC to listen to, but they refused to listen. And that's why they're punishing them now, as we're seeing some of the DA candidates now becoming mayors of some of these key metros. And as it is right now, ActionSA and the DA have, of course, made it quite clear to say that, yes, we can work together. But what's crucial here is the demands. What are they putting on the table? A similar event transpired in 2016, when we saw a vote, or rather motion of no confidence, being tabled against then Mayor of Tshwane, Solly Msimang, but it was unsuccessful. Where parties cannot reach demands, that's where we see some technicality and, of course, disagreements brewing. And we saw this as well before the inauguration of Pule Letshwiti in Johannesburg, where the DA said, where we majority, or rather where we hold most seats, we will table and field our candidates. And that's where we saw a bit of disagreements coming in there, because most parties had agreed that they want Herman Mashaba to be a mayor in Johannesburg.
And then in Ekurhuleni, when you say that Malema has gone on to say that he's collateral, this would then speak to them fulfilling their commitment to say we are going to punish the ANC. But again, many on social media are saying these were some of the ANC's resolutions from Nasrec. Some of them, at the very least, could have in fact been some sort of they could have reached an agreement in some way or another.
Well, I want to believe that, Julius Malema has been hinting this as well. I mean, if you listen to the rally that took place over the weekend, the Siyabonga rally in Tembisa, he did say that if the DA can put its differences aside and work with the smaller parties, they could be in a position of advantage. What's crucial here are some of those backdoor meetings that are happening, which we're not privy of. But I really want us to take a listen to what Mzwandile Masina had to say, responding to that reaction by Julius Malema in the morning earlier today.
Believe that they did whatever they wanted to do, and congratulations to them. So I would not really conflate issues of brotherhood and friendship into politics. And I've always known that, even in the first round, we're not in the coalition with the EFF, even though myself and the EFF leader remain friends. We must never conflate the two, because we remain human beings at the end of the day.
So what is the final position of the DA, at least for now, with the two metros? What are they saying? Thanks, no thanks? Or they're looking to, in fact, enter into some sort of agreement, as we heard with Steenhuisen? Because someone would think that MMCs might be on the table here, where we're looking to have a few of those political parties occupying some of those positions?
We do understand that those talks are still also going to become ongoing, especially when you now have to elect that crucial MACO team, which pays oversight to some of the implementations and administering of service delivery that takes place in key cities. But most importantly as well, where crucial reports have to be tabled, such as the adjustment budget. You remember just yesterday in the evening, Dr. Pule Letshwiti saying, look, we're willing to work. We want a united government where we can administer service delivery for our people. But now where this becomes deadlocked is where parties now come in with their demands as well to say what is it they want to table forward. For example, you got the likes of Patriotic Alliance leader Gator McKenzie saying it yesterday on Mfundo that we want positions and power. That's it. And that's where those demands now become crucial as well.
No, quite unfortunate. Pule Letshwiti-Jones talking to us there. Thank you very much for your time. Now, still